My fondest memory was the Olympics. In '84, we put it all together. We had the operations center, and we had that old commission room auditorium down and the daily double briefings and all the rest. That's my fond memory of District 7.
This old building is my second home. After all those years, I felt very comfortable coming here. I enjoyed coming here. I enjoyed getting together with all my old co-workers. There's nothing like having good friends.
My real memories of this building are actually not the building, but the people that were in the building. And that's where all the memories go. The building was superficial to me. It was all the people I worked with, and I don't know how many thousand of you there were during that time, but the memories of the people were really what hit me.
Oh, I'm sorry to see it go. I've been here for 46 years. It's taken us through many an earthquake. Hope the new one does the same.
You know, it's sad to see the building go down, but it's also encouraging to see the department move into a building that could be best described as being on the cutting edge. And I trust that that will be symbolic of where the department will go from here on.
Yeah, when I used to work graveyard, you used to hear it settle at night, and we swear there's a couple ghosts roaming around at night because you'll hear something and you come out, you don't see anything, but you know you heard it. So, yeah.
I walked in that door June the 6th, 1951, and spent 42 years here. Mentioned the Olympics. That's got to be the high point of my career. I think we showed what Caltrans could do.
And the best memory is that during the 1970s, they gave us color charts and they let us make our work areas any color we wanted. Now remember, this was the psychedelic 70s, and some of the color results would make your eyes water when you walked into the room.
So anyway, I had a great time here. It was fun, and I'm going to miss this old building, and I've looked at the new one, and I think you guys are off to a great start over there. It looks great to me.
It's going to be really sad not to see this familiar landmark anymore. It brings back many years of happy memories, giving tours of the TOC to media from all over the world at various times. And it's just really going to be sad not to see it here. Even though the new building's quite impressive, it will be sad not to see this old familiar friend anymore.
It's a little nostalgic, yeah, seeing the building, you know. But I'm just glad to be here.
My most memorable moment probably was working on the 105, meeting Judge Harry Ferguson. Also, when I was out in surveys, when I was younger, we used to run across the freeway to get to the median to take elevation.
We have a special little ceremony here, kind of for the decommissioning. Unfortunately, I checked and they wouldn't let us use explosives. However, we have something a little appropriate. So how many do we got here? How many can I invite up? That's about it, guys. No further than that, okay? All right. Where do you want us, guys?
the 750,000 square foot office building for the California Department of Transportation, or Caltrans. The building will take up an entire city block, and although it'll rise a relatively modest 13 stories above ground, with 4 stories of parking below the plaza level, constructing it will present the same architectural, structural, and mechanical challenges as larger buildings. A project stretching back 3 years could be mapped out so carefully that it might actually meet its completion deadline. Let's rewind a bit.
But when you see the skin and you look at the real one and you realize it has holes in it and it builds up color. I never come up with an idea and that's the project and I hand it to you done. It's not the way I work. I see the creative process and architecture as something much more evolutionary.
We actually started excavation on April 23rd of this year. To date, we've moved about 190,000 out of 200,000 cubic yards of dirt.
There's a few different ways to place concrete. Shotcrete is where it's actually blown onto the wall with high air pressure.
The most difficult job is the steel erection itself, is actually putting the structure up. And the guys that have the most difficult job is the raising gang along with the 2 connectors.
It's a big day for any construction site. This is why we usually have these parties.
These are chillers, which, if you were to think about it, are giant air conditioners. These are the strip window units we're installing out here. We have around 1,000 of these to put in.
Grab the number 1 right here, put number 2 right here, so I can get 1 and 2 in order here.
Without water and drainage, society doesn't exist.
We're on the 7th floor. This is the south end, the electric room.
Sure, we're connecting wires and we're connecting computers, but what we're really doing here is connecting people.
This project could have easily taken a 6-year envelope. We've basically cut that time envelope in half, from an existing asphalt parking lot to a 1.2 million square foot structure. Is truly an outstanding effort.
The Caltrans building was a fast-track project. To save time, construction began before many details were hammered out. This took the coordinated efforts of the architect, the general contractor, the subcontractors, the state, various engineers, and consultants. From a construction standpoint, the fast-track method proved successful on this project. But the real critics have yet to weigh in. The people taking over this building in just a few days.
One set of employee elevators.
I love this building. This is going to be great. The interior space is fantastic for the employees. We get lots of natural light all through all the workspaces, which is very important.
This is my first time being inside of the building, and I must say it's fantastic. And I know that employees will definitely enjoy working here.
As we've watched the building under construction, just from across the street, the anticipation has grown over time. It started with a big hole in the ground and it slowly worked itself up. It'll feel vibrant and like part of Los Angeles, unlike we've felt before.
Thousands of independent events have transpired to form a building. And like all large building projects before it, this one too takes its place in the skyline and in the fabric of the city itself. The planners, designers, and builders of this project are already looking ahead to their next undertaking, where they'll face new challenges in the race to build the next monument.